Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventures of the Oklahoma Gruntman channel. Today I just want to share with some thoughts that have been on my mind for a while now. And the opinions I put out in this video are my opinions. You don't necessarily have to agree with them, and that's fine, because here in the United States we have the right to different opinions on things, but these are just my personal opinions, and you're welcome to comment back. I have no problem answering back on the comments. That's what makes the United States such a great place to live, is that we can all have our own opinions. Now, the first thing I want to talk about too is race and identity. To me, race don't mean a thing. Whether you're black, white, makes no difference. Whatever nationality you are, everybody should be treated the same, no matter what. As long as the way I look at this is, if you treat me with respect, I'm going to treat you with the same respect back. As far as identity goes, I have my own opinion. I believe in the Christian Bible there's two sexes, there's men and there's women. I have no issues if somebody wants to identify as male or female and they're the opposite sex. That's strictly their choice, and I'll respect them as a human being, but that don't mean I have to agree with their way of life. I mean, I won't judge them for being who they are or what they are, but I would just say we can just respectfully disagree with each other and be happy with that. But I think, unfortunately, today in the world, we're getting too far one-sided. It's either my way or no way, or you're wrong and I'm right, and well, that's all subject to opinion, and my opinions, it's not right, but I'm not going to judge any person for it. And it's just one of them things that we all just need to respect each other. And just because I disagree with something don't make me racist. It don't make anybody racist. True, there's racist people out there, but race is not only one-sided. Race goes a lot of different directions. There's a lot of people that are racist against whites. There's people that are racist against blacks, Indian. It really makes no difference. There are people out there that are definitely racist, but we can't just put everybody in a group and say, okay, you don't like the LGBT community. Well, it's not that I don't like him, I don't agree with it. I like them as human beings, but I just don't agree with their way of life. Don't make me a racist. At least I don't feel that way. I mean, I would welcome them in my house just like anybody else, as long as they treated me with the same respect that I would treat them. So, and I guess that's my philosophy on life, is we need to stop judging people by their skin color or sexual identity and judge them as a human being. I mean, true enough, and I'll be the first to admit that if you treat me wrong, I won't have nothing to do with you. I'm not saying I'm going to retaliate and just treat you wrong back. I'm just going to say we just don't need to hang out, or we don't need to talk. You enjoy your life, I'll enjoy mine. But as long as we're respectful with each other, and I mean, that don't mean we can't be friends and be civil with each other. Just because I don't agree with something, that's fine. And if people don't agree with me, that's fine. let's just disagree and say, hey, I'll be who I am, you be who you are, and let's get along. It's actually pretty simple. Uh, I, I guess I don't know a different way to look at it, but I got my little notebook here. I got kind of a cheat sheet so I can kind of stay on track. Yeah, we just need to respect other people. That's all it comes down to. Mutual respect. We don't need to be burning buildings down and protesting with violence, and it's just dumb. Is there bad people out there? Absolutely. You know, just because getting into the race riots and police things, just because one cop does something wrong, don't make all cops bad. Because that's like saying one black person robs a liquor store, they're all robbing liquor stores. It's just a stupid way of looking at things. True enough, there's bad people in the police force, there's bad people on the streets, there's bad people in our city officials. You can see that every day. Our public officials in Washington, D.C., there's bad people there. So you just got to kind of say, okay, not everybody's bad. It's just plain and simple. I'm a gun-toting, Christian-loving Caucasian in Woodward, Oklahoma. Probably one of the most conservative states there is. But I still have compassion and love in my heart for everybody, as long as I'm treated with respect. That's basically all it comes down to, and I can't stress that enough. It's actually pretty simple, and people put more into it than we really need to. And kind of on that thing, I've done videos on the Bud Light transgender thing, but I'm not doing it to bash anybody. I'm doing it because I have a sense of humor. I'm overweight, have been overweight all my life, and I've heard all the fat jokes out there. I'm not offended by them. It's a fact of life. I mean, we just need to lighten up and have a sense of humor. I mean, just because there's a gay joke or a white joke or a black joke, it's not meant to be pointed at somebody and say, this is for you. We just all need a sense of humor. And I don't know, I guess maybe that's the generation I grew up in. You know, without a sense of humor in the world today, we're all just turning angry. So, yeah, I just think we all need to sit back and laugh at some things and not get so offended all the time. So that's just my personal opinion on that. And it's just like religion. Religion is a personal choice. Like I said, I'm Christian, God-fearing, 100% give my life to the Lord, but that's my choice, and I'm not going to condemn somebody for not. I'm not going to agree with you, but I'm not going to condemn you for being who you are, because we all got different choices in this world. And it should come back to me just like I would do to you. Don't condemn me for being a Christian, and then I should never have to condemn you for being whatever you are. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell there on religion. I don't really want to get off on a rant with it, because I could sit here and talk religion with you all day. But I feel that I gave my life to the Lord, and that's just my way of dealing with it. So this is a big one, and it's a tough one out there because politics right now is dividing our country very, very bad. And I don't care if you're a conservative or a liberal, we all need to sit back and say, let's do what's right for the country. I'll tell you, I'm conservative, and I do not like Joe Biden's policies. But if you like Joe Biden's policies, I'm not going to criticize you for that. I will criticize Joe Biden and his cabinet because I feel that he's not running our country for us Americans. To me, Joe Biden is as corrupt can get, but that's my personal opinion. So there again, if we start working together as Americans and not conservatives or liberals, and let's do what's right to help us as citizens get this country on the right track, we'd all be better off. I mean, we don't have to be so divided on every single issue. I mean, our forefathers didn't want that. I mean, they wanted us to be a United States of America. United States means we're all united as one. And there's always going to be differences. I understand that and realize that. But right now it seems like we're so divisive. I mean, if you're on the left, it's my way, or it's nobody's way. And the conservatives are kind of the same way, the extreme to the right. Well, the extreme, we're right and the left is wrong, and the extreme to the left is wrong, and the conservatives are wrong. So it's just kind of, we need to come together as a country and start getting our act together and do what's right for us. And I'm going to end this on probably one of the most controversial subjects is gun laws. I told you earlier, I'm a gun-toting conservative in western Oklahoma. I've been around guns all my life. I've owned hundreds of guns. My guns have never killed, never shot, never aimed at any human being. And there's only one way that would ever happen, is if my life is threatened. And I hate to say this because I'm going to get a lot of disagreement about it, but all the gun laws written in the world will not stop evil. Evil people are going to do evil things, whether they do it with a gun, a knife, a car, a pipe bomb. I mean, you cannot legislate evil out of people. Evil people are going to do evil things, and there is just no way to control it. You can write all the laws on the books, won't change a thing, because you can just look at Chicago. Some of the toughest gun laws in the country doesn't stop the criminal, because the criminal don't care. He's already breaking the law. He don't care if he's breaking the law by, oh, I shouldn't have this gun. I mean, that's the last law he's worried about breaking. I mean, if you're going to go murder somebody, carrying a weapon is peanuts compared to a murder charge. So, you know, it's just one of them things. And so, like I say, all the gun laws don't mean anything. To me, all the gun laws do is take away my rights as a gun-owning citizen to protect myself and my family and friends. Like I say, I've had my guns my whole life. I started hunting when I was 11 or 12 years old with my dad. And my dad taught me guns are dangerous. Be careful with them. And that's really all it takes is. So anyway, like I say, these are my opinions and my comments. I'm open to all feedback. I actually hope we do, because that's what solves a lot of problems, is open dialogue. If we just shut down and don't have any open dialogue, both directions, that we're never going to gain any ground on it. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. God bless you. I appreciate all you guys. My channel is growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. But yeah, I know people are not going to agree with me on this, but that's all right. We all have different opinions and views on life. So anyway, God bless you. We'll talk to you later.